If you're a woman over 50 whose kids have grown and you keep staring into the future, wondering, what now? You're not broken. The horizon after intensive mothering looks completely blank until you learn how to see it differently. And that's exactly what we're covering today. I'm running from Third Act Society. Last week, we talked about truth assessment, the first step in the Thrive method for navigating this transition. Today, we're diving into the H, horizon mapping for life after intensive mothering. This isn't about finding your passion or discovering your purpose. This is about learning to see possibilities when you spend decades organizing your vision around someone else's timeline. And trust me, this skill changes everything. If you're a midlife woman ready for practical transformation tools, hit that notification bell. I'm breaking down each component of the Thrive method to help you design this transition intentionally. Here's what nobody tells you about life after intensive mothering. Your horizon seeing skills have atrophied. For 25 plus years, your future vision was built around schedules, their needs, their milestones, their geography. You could see clearly when they needed to start applying for college, when they'd need a car, when they'd graduate. You could map out family vacations, budget their activities, plan around their emotional development. You were a master at long-term visioning, just not for yourself. Now, when someone asks, what do you want your life to look like in 5 years? Your brain goes blank. Not because you don't have dreams, but because you've forgotten how to dream in first person instead of third person. The horizon mapping component of the Thrive method teaches you to reclaim that visioning skills for your own life. This isn't about finding some grand purpose. It's about learning to see possibilities again when your organizing principles have shifted. Traditional goal setting assumes you know what you want and just need a plan to get there. But midlife horizon mapping is different because you're often discovering what you want while you're creating it. Personal horizon mapping includes 3 times frame. 3-month horizon, identity reclamation. What do you want your average Tuesdays to feel like? What do you want to spend your emotional energy when no one needs you to coordinate their life? What part of yourself has been dormant that you want to wake up? 1-year horizon, relationship horizon. What do you want your marriage to evolve now that you're now tag teaming active parenting? What kind of relationship do you want with your adult children? Not the one you had when they were 12. It doesn't work. But the one that honors who you both are now. How do you want your social life to look like when it's not around their activities? 5-year horizon, lifestyle design. What does a life that excites you actually includes? Where do you want to be living? How do you want to be spending your days? What do you want to be known for beyond being their mother? The key difference, this horizon overlaps and influence each other. Your identity reclamation affects your relationship evolution, which shapes your lifestyle design. It's not linear, it's integrated. I'm curious, which time frame feels most challenging to you to envision right now? Drop a comment and let me know if it's the 3-month identity piece, the 1-year relationship evolution, or the 5-year lifestyle design. Let me tell you about the conversation that forced me to face my own horizon blindness. I'd been living in Houston for about 3 years into my daughter's college years. I thought I was being independent, building my own life. Then during one of our regular calls, she said something that stopped me cold. Mom, you should move back to Maryland to be closer to Grandma and Grandpa. Simple suggestion, right? Instead of feeling excited about the possibility, I felt exposed because the truth was, I hadn't really been mapping my own horizon at all. I'd been existing in response to her absence rather than creating a vision for my presence. I realized I spent 3 years in geographic reaction, moving to Houston partly because it felt dramatically different from the Maryland suburbs where I'd been just mom. But I hadn't actually asked myself, where do I want to live? What kind of community do I want to be part of? How do I want my family relationships to work when I'm not the center of everyone's logistics? That conversation forced me to do a real horizon mapping. Not what I should do now that she's gone, but what do I actually want my life to include? And here's what I discovered. I'd been so focused on proving I could be independent that I had forgotten to ask what kind of interdependence I actually wanted. Moving back to Maryland wasn't about following her suggestion. It was about designing a lifestyle that included close family relationships while maintaining my individual identity. Here's how to do your own horizon mapping as the second step of the Thrive method. Step 1. Clear out the old timeline. Make a list of all the ways you used to organize your future around their needs. School years, sports season, summer camps, college applications. Notice how much of your horizon scene was external. This isn't to criticize it, it's to recognize the skills you already have. Step 2, identity horizon mapping. Ask yourself, if no one needed anything from me tomorrow, what would I do with my time that will make me feel alive? Not productive, not useful, alive. What interests have been waiting in the background? What aspect of yourself feel ready to emerge? Step 3, relationship horizon vision and vision. How do I want my closest relationship to evolve? What does a thriving marriage look like when you're not coordinating couples for those that are married? How do I want to connect with my adult children who don't need daily management and they don't? What kind of friendships do I want to cultivate? Step 4, lifestyle integration. Ask, what would a typical week look like that honors both my individual identity and my relational values? How do I want to spend my energy? What do I want to say no to that I've been saying yes to out of habit? Remember, this isn't about finding the perfect plan. It's about developing your horizon seeing muscles for your own life instead of everyone else's. If this horizon mapping framework is resonating, share this video with another midlife woman who might be ready to reclaim her visioning skills. Sometimes we need permission to dream in first person again. Here's what happens when you reclaim your horizon seeing abilities. You stop waiting for your real life to start. You stop organizing everything around other people's timeline. You start making choices based on your own evolving vision instead of just reacting to circumstances. You realize that feeling directionless after your organizing principle shifts isn't a character flaw. It's a moral response that requires intentional skill building. The same strategic thinking you use to map out their futures, you can use that for yourself. Horizon mapping isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and trusting yourself to evolve the answers as you grow into them. I've created a complete Thrive Quick Start for empty nesters that walks you through truth assessment and this horizon mapping framework with specific exercises designed for women navigating this transition. It includes reflection questions, planning templates, and guidance for integrating both components. Link in the description. It's my gift to midlife women ready to reclaim their visioning skills and design this next chapter intentionally instead of just surviving it. Your horizon seeing skills aren't broken. They just need to be redirected towards your own life. What aspect of horizon mapping feels most exciting for you to explore?